The Monterey County Office of Education welcomes you to our Homeless Children and Youth Services Program Professional Development Series. High school students experiencing homelessness may need extra support and guidance in navigating the school system, finding resources, and planning for the future. Homelessness in youth may also affect neurocognitive functioning, such as poor decision-making, reckless behaviors, risk-taking, and emotional outbursts, academic achievement, and may lead to an increased likelihood of facing adverse childhood experiences such as trauma and abuse. Data reveals that students experiencing homelessness have higher suspension rates, higher rates of chronic absenteeism, lower graduation rates, and lower college readiness skills. Not only do students need assistance with day-to-day challenges such as obtaining basic needs, they need support with graduation requirements, college and career demands, and financial aid. If you suspect a student you are working with is experiencing homelessness and is not tagged as homeless in your SIS system, fill out a referral form and send it to your district's homeless liaison for follow-up. If you are working with a student who has been verified as homeless, you can ask them to fill out the referral for services form so you have a better understanding of what services they or their family may need. Make sure to have posters and brochures visible and available for students who may be experiencing homelessness. These particular resources are designed especially for high school students. You should contact your district liaison for these materials or contact MCOE's Homeless Children and Youth Services Program. The Every Student Succeeds Act states that all homeless high school students will receive information and individualized counseling regarding college readiness, college selection, the application process, financial aid, and the availability of on-campus support from the liaison, school counselor, or other staff. In 2015, AB 1806 was passed and changed sections of the California Education Code regarding partial credits and graduation requirements. A local educational agency, including county offices of education, shall accept completed coursework from a student who is homeless while the student was attending another public school, juvenile court school, or a non-public school or agency. The student is not required to retake a course that has already been completed. Let's talk about partial credits. If a student transfers to your school, issue full or partial credit for the coursework already completed, even if the homeless student did not complete the entire course, and accept credits for the same or equivalent courses. When partial credit is awarded in a particular course, then the homeless student shall be enrolled in the same or equivalent course so that the student may continue and complete the entire course. Let's talk about graduation requirements. If a student transfers between schools any time after the completion of the second year of high school and meets the definition of homeless at the time the student transfers, check to see if the student is behind in credits. If you find that the student is unable to complete the credit requirement in time to graduate from high school by the end of the fourth year, the LEA must exempt the student from all coursework and other requirements that are in addition to the statewide coursework requirements of 130 credits. If the homeless student qualifies for the exemption and requests it, then the LEA shall grant that exemption. An LEA cannot revoke the exemption once given. An LEA can determine if the homeless student is in his or her third or fourth year of high school by using one of the following: the number of credits earned to the date of the transfer or the length of school enrollment by the homeless student. Within 30 days of granting the exemption, the LEA shall notify the student, the ed rights holder, and the district's homeless liaison regarding the following availability of the exemption and if the homeless student qualifies. Provide individual college and career counseling for homeless students and connect them to college financial aid offices, campus support services, and housing. The Monterey County Office of Education has a college tours opportunity during spring break of each year. Each day, students visit a different community college or university to see what it is like to be on an actual campus. Connect with the homeless liaison at the college or university to provide a point of contact for your student. Many times there are programs in place to serve homeless students, both financially and academically. Call MCOE's Homeless Children and Youth Services Program if you need assistance getting in touch with a college or a university contact for homeless students. Sometimes you may have a child or youth enroll in school who is not in the custody of a parent or legal guardian. These students are called unaccompanied youth and may or may not qualify as homeless under McKinney-Vento. The unaccompanied homeless youth receives the same rights, services, and resources as all the other children and youth experiencing homelessness. If the unaccompanied homeless youth is living on the streets, in a car, in an encampment, or is a runaway youth, please contact your homeless liaison immediately. Make sure the student in this situation is immediately enrolled in school and has all the materials, supplies, and assistance necessary to participate in class. As a school counselor, you are an advocate for all students, and especially for students experiencing homelessness. Thank you so much for all you do.